with every level of growth, there's a level of risk. The risk remains the same, but the stakes are higher. It's a different game when I have one employee or one and a half, when I have no employees, when it's just me. I just got to make enough money to support me so I can take longer and meander and take risks. When I have there's a period when I had 1.5 employees, I was like, okay, as a risk, okay, now I've got mouths to support in addition to my family. Now I think we have, including me, 7 or 8 people. It ebbs and flows, and plus we have contractors who are full-time with us. So our team is about 10, 11 people, depending on the month. Now we've got exponentially higher responsibility. And the growth is about what I've learned over the years. We've been able to grow by planting the seeds, nurturing relationships. And if you do well, those relationships continue. If you don't do well, they go away. And the lessons I've learned through that growth is about being able to recognize the growth as it's happening, hire the right people, have infrastructure in place, and once you have the right people, developing process. The last year of our business has been really focused in on the process from start to finish. What action does everyone need to take in order to successfully support our business, our clients? Because one of the challenges we had was the entire process lived in my mind. And you can't run a business when one person has the full picture, and even that one person is fallible, doesn't always have the full picture because other people are having conversations with clients. So we really worked hard. And again, I mentioned Tony, our Chief Operating Officer, who did a great job to create a process and understand that every person, the thing that every person on the team has to do so that running the business, running campaigns, it doesn't live in one person's head. Very candidly, we had, I'll speak to something negative that happened. We brought on a client, someone who I met, got into a room, had a great conversation with them, and then we had no process in place, zero. There was no service level, there was nothing that is, looking back at it, is obvious, duh. I spent the last year building the process into my business, but with this one client, there's zero process, there's zero leading the person down the path. And I find those situations incredibly valuable because now we have a service level, and now we have a full document, a web page that defines everything that happens in the first 4 weeks of the business. We need that, we botched a really, our first client relationship that the person that I didn't know for a long time, who I just met, we botched the heck out of it because we didn't have any service level in place whatsoever. So good learning.